Well, let's talk about the Packers a little bit here, because I do feel like there's a bit of a vibe of last year's Jets here. Although at least for the Packers, Jordan Love is not out for the full season. But even if he's out for a third of a season, the rest of the division just won in week one, right?
Yeah.
And I think Sam Darnold shows you that this team is going to at least be in the running for a 7 seed with they're not going to win just 4 games, 5 games if everybody stays healthy there in Minnesota. The Bears are who we think they are, which is a team that's going to struggle a little bit on offense until they can maybe match the defense in terms of production, and they have the horses to do that. So, and the Lions are I think, as they showed, good enough to win it all again in the division, if not the entire conference, if not the entire league. So if they're going with Malik Willis, who's, I guess, in the Zach Wilson role of, we got you there, we don't intend to ever use you, but we've got you there. I don't know if he can be coached up to the point where they're going to win half the games that they're going to have to win with Jordan Love out.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm telling any lies here.
No. If the most mystifying thing that I saw in week one was Antonio Pierce punting on 4th and 1 from the plus 43 down 6 with 7:15 to go in the fourth quarter against the Chargers. The second most mystifying thing was looking at the depth chart of the Packers and realizing that their backup quarterback is a guy that washed out of Tennessee immediately, just got signed a couple weeks ago, and probably doesn't even have a strong grasp of the playbook. And you're trying to win a Super Bowl. I can't believe that they left themselves so vulnerable. And I hope things go well. Like our producer on Heed the Call is Justin Graver, who does an amazing job, and he's a Titans fan. And he's real about Malik Willis. He understood why they went and got Will Levis. So maybe there's Matt LaFleur pixie dust here, and he can get him past this stretch without messing up their season. But I feel like they're extremely vulnerable, every bit as vulnerable as the Jets were last year with Zach Wilson right now.
Well, I think it's the reason that whispers, came about maybe like Ryan Tannehill is like the one veteran guy sitting out there. Look at you need your backup quarterback. Like, I think ideally, like, you project him to play 1 or 2 games or a half or a quarter where, like, he has to come in and just do the job. And everything that we've seen from Malik Willis does not suggest he's going to just come in and do the job, especially in a new environment, new team, new playbook. Yeah. I love the coaching there. I think there's great surrounding cast. It's not a bad situation for a backup, but I would be looking around for someone who has been in the NFL for years, that has some proven proof of concept track record. I would call Ryan Tannehill right now. I've sort of said there's been reports that maybe they want to do that, maybe they don't. But if you're Matt LaFleur, I mean, you're right. This division is gnarly. It's nasty. It's not what it was a couple years ago. There's no easy turns here, and so you can't fall behind 2 or 3 games because your quarterback cannot provide.
So, wasn't LaFleur there when Tannehill was there? I mean, didn't they hire LaFleur from Tennessee when Tannehill was there? I mean, they must speak the same language.
There are reports out there that Tannehill wants to be in like the perfect situation.
Well, guess what? Honestly,
probably not existing.
Well, I mean, the perfect, take a look. I don't blame him, right? But he's waiting for what? Somebody to go down for the year? Honestly, you have to take a look at the way things are in the world. I would give 2 cents. Last year's comeback player of the year, right? Last year's comeback player of the year was on the couch past Halloween,
right?
And so maybe the 6 weeks are now, and you're standing there, and anything can happen. And suddenly you're playing a playoff game for the Green Bay Packers, and you're just saying, I'm going to sit and wait for the situation where I'm going to start a playoff game like Joe Flacco. Those are pretty rare, man. I don't know.
On the flip side of that, though, like, we don't really know where his headspace is at. He's made a lot of money.
That's true.
He's got a nice family and everything over there. And maybe he's thinking, this would be nice. I mean, this would be nice to come in and get a couple starts with the Packers.
Now, when you say nice family, you're talking about environment? Is that what you're saying?
Like Lauren Tannehill seems like a wonderful woman, and I know they have children. They seem to be happy. I don't know them personally, actually. I don't even know why I'm talking about Ryan Tannehill.
Reporting about
Tannehill's personal life.
I'm just trying to...
I don't know. Get me out of this, Rich. What I'm saying is that he's probably thinking to himself, well, it's an MCL sprain. Yeah. It's maybe a 2 to 3 week injury. And you know what? I'm comfortable where I am right now, and I don't want to be standing with a clipboard in December in Green Bay once Jordan Love is healthy and like tearing up the NFL again. I get that human side of it too, but it depends. I
can report briefly that I have met Ryan Tannehill. Dan knows this at NFL Honors. You know, when you're trying to get quotes from players and everyone's shoved up along the wall.
Sure.
Ryan Tannehill, beautiful person, nice person, like had her purse on the ground, a very expensive white purse, and I got moved back by a handler and stepped on her white purse.
Oh, no. Did you smudge?
I was there.
I heard a loud crackling sound, like it must have been like a compact or something expensive, shattered inside, and we kind of just looked at each other, and it was kind of like, I hate you a little bit. That was her look to me. And then I skirted away into the distance after apologizing. So she handled it well. So I think, Dan, you're right.
I think that was the final time, Rich, we were assigned to cover the red carpet at NFL.
We never did that again.
We don't think we got the invite after.
Got to watch where you're stepping.
Yeah,
that's it, man. You never know.
It's my superpower.
Heed the call, the podcast that'll tell you who's nice in the family world. Right here on the
guesses, educated
Rich
guesses.
Eisen Show. You're just throwing darts at a board.
Yeah.
What Instagram? Okay. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.